Ayanam Namaskritya Naram Jaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. I was thinking the wonderful way you were chanting the Shanti mantras, all of you, and so perfectly you were doing. So I was really wondering how you learned it. You must be practicing for a long time. I don't know from whom you have learned, but
Our Gita class, Swami Ishatmananda.
oh, all these things they can.
So then we put all these Shanti mantras from Upanishad. He suggested those. So every class we've been chanting, like in the beginning.
All the Shanti mantras.
All these, like this booklet we made.
Okay,
And
so
if you want to keep these booklets in there, I can.
and that is, suppose you keep there, but who will read? We need someone who can chant. What I was thinking, why not invite them to come on 18th, our Mother's Tithi Puja day, and in the beginning, all the ladies can chant there together. Is it possible? Think of it. 18th is the Sunday morning from 11 to 12. So just in the beginning, if you chant, that will be wonderful, if it is possible.
And I can invite. There's one person, she's really good. I'll ask her. So we'll make it.
Oh, sure. And if you can make it, maybe it takes 10 minutes. So just beginning with the Shanti mantra, it will be wonderful.
Swamiji, I learned it from Swami Ishatmananda. We used to chant the Krishna all.
So this is
I remember the tune in my head. Like,
a little, but actually it should not differentiate because there's a diacritical marks. That Om Sahana Vavatu, like this if you follow, then it will never touch. Anyway, but as I was hearing and I was thinking that it would be wonderful if you can do it. So let us begin today's discourse on Kama, the desire. There's a very interesting that usually in our Shastra, in our spiritual life, we always denounce the Kama, the desire. You always say no, it is not good. And it is true also, if there is Kama, if it is desire is there for the worldly life, you cannot realize God, that is for sure. So when this is, how come that it has been considered as a Purushartha, one of the Purusharthas in Mahabharata? And Purusha Artha means that is the goal in a human life. So all these four, Dharma and Artha, Kama and Moksha. So we have already started the Dharma and Artha. Now we'll be reading and discussing about the Kama. And what is Kama? The first is definition. About the Dharma, again, we gave the definition from the Mahabharata, and the Artha, the Mahabharata. Now the Kama, the definition from Mahabharata, is being given by the Bhrigu, the great sage, when he was having a conversation, a dialogue with the Bharadwaj. He gave this and he said, Opicha Atra. And he was having a long conversation. So when this thing came, the question came, what is Artha, what is Kama, what is desire, then he is beginning Opicha. That means again this is this Atra Malya Abharana Vastrabhyam Nitya Upabhoga Nritta Gita Vadiye Sruti Sukha Nayanabhirama Darshanam Prapti, then Bhoksha Bhojya Leiha Peya Chashyanam Vyavaharyanam Vividhanam Upabhoga Swavihara Santosha Kama. Sukham aptim iti. What is kama? What is desire? These are the sukha. And what is the sukha? Now he is trying to cover almost all. First he says malya. Now the costly chains that we wear. Then avarana, also the jewelries. Vastravyam, the clothings. Nittu upabhogya, many other things which we utilize, use for our satisfaction daily. Then nritta, gita also. Sruti sukha, nayanabhirama. Sruti sukha, that means sometimes we are listening the beautiful music. That's also kama. Then when you are seeing the dances and many other things, that's also kama. Nayanabhirama darshanan. When we see something, some scenery and get satisfied, that is also kama. Sometimes sun rising, sun setting, or some beautiful scenery we go to see. We go to Holland to see the tulips, and all that is kama. And then again about the bhojya, bhakshya, that you eat. And see, the Hindus always, they go very details. We say eating, but there are 4 types of eating. What? One is chewing, bhojya, leha, leaking, peya, drinking, and chosha, sucking. So different type of things are there. All the 4 covering, that called the khadya, babharayanam, then vividhanam. There are many others. Upabhoga, savihara, for your own sake when you are doing. And what is that? Santosha. Here the santosha is not the spiritual santosha. Here the santosha is temporary satisfaction. When you are getting something and having the temporary satisfaction, that's called kama. This is the definition of the kama. Sanatano hi sankalpa kama iti avidiyate. Again, the Bhrigu is continuing. He said that kama is sanatana, almost eternal, very old. Why? Because of the desire. Now, we take birth because of our desire. All beings taking birth because of the desire. So, birth after birth going on because of the desire. So, kama is sanatana. Kama is eternal, as if. So, that is the way they are explaining. And it says that as because people desire to achieve, and hence kama has been considered as the one of the purushartha. Why it is purushartha? Because they want to achieve it. Dharma, the human being, they like to achieve it, they like to reach to that. Artha, they like to get it. Kama also similar way. It is a goal, it is an achievement for the people to reach over there, that's called kama. And Bhrigu, again he is giving, and that conversation with the Bharadwaja, Indriyanancha panchanan. Now he is giving a little subtle way. First he gave all the gross, this. You were wearing the clothings and dress and these, food, everything is kama. Then he said, Indriyanancha panchanan, manaso, hridayasya cha, vishaye vartamananam ya priti upajayate sa kama iti. And what are those? Pancha indriya, jnanendriya, chakshu karna, nasika, jiva, tak. These are the 5 jnanendriyas. They go and enjoy the 5 objects. Rupa, rasa, shabda, sparsha, gandha. When they are coming, and the mind also, they saw something, heard something, reminding that again and again. That's called chinta. Chinta is all the time thinking about something, worldly things from where you got some joy. That is also manaso. And hridayasya cha. Here the hridaya means intellect. Intellectual also satisfaction it comes. There's also kama. Sometimes when we are reading some book or solving some mathematical problem or doing something after which I get an intellectual satisfaction, that is also the kama. And because it is vishaye vartamananam, because it is the object where it goes, and we get priti upajayate. Priti means joy. We get the joy out of that. Some person there are writing the poetry, poems, and getting joy out of that. Nothing harm, they're not doing anything. But at the same time, now one girl, from tribal girl, I told you must develop your English, make it good. Then only she is writing to me, can I come to you? Can I? When she was only 3 years old, I started supporting her. She lost her father and mother, so I supported her. Now she has completed her university, and that is the only tribal girl reached up to the university. She completed that MCom and now trying to get some job. I told her it is good. And she was writing to me, Swamiji, I like to go to, because she knows only me. Sometimes I told you perhaps, sometimes she write to me, I need a computer, laptop, etc. I don't know where from I will get. Anyway, so this way, that girl, and she is now telling, I will write stories and send it to you, so you will know how I am developing the English, etc. Now this is a problem for me. Who will read those stories all the day? Anyway, this is all the desires. Why she is going to write? She has a desire to come to America. So that's a dream. So it goes on in this way. So many different ways the karma is coming to us is so strong. It says, sanatana hi sankalpa, kama iti avidiyate. This sankalpa, because of the desire, I have not done anything, but only desire, thinking. That thought is the sanatana that goes on and then it says, you see, kama is the goal, upeya. In Sanskrit it's called upeya. Upeya means the goal. But it is not the upaya, it is not the means. Upaya and upeya. Where the upaya means after eating, I get the satisfaction. But the process of eating is upaya. That's after eating, that satisfaction I get, upeya. That's the goal. But the karma, whatever I achieve, whatever I do, I strive, I perform, it gives me the result. So naturally, it is not the upaya, it is upeya. It is upaya and upeya both. And problem is, after the satisfaction, another thought comes. Again you have to perform the whole thing. Suppose someone has realized God, he need not to realize it again. After the realization of God, one is satisfied, and he need not to next again when he wants to get the joy of God realization, he need not to try it again, it is already there. Like the dharma, artha also same way, but maybe that artha after some time when it is already spent, then you have to try. But the kama, individual, every kama, the desire, you have to fulfill, and then the next kama, again you have to fulfill that, you have to strive to complete that. So this is the difference. It was in the kama, then again here it comes, it is the upaya, it's not the upaya. Now the second question Dharmaraj asks to Yudhishthira, we know that story, and there in reply he said, why people are coming to this world, taking birth, why the beings they take birth, what is the cause? That was the question. In reply he said, kama samsara hetu. In one line he gave the reply, kama, desire, the samsara, we take the human or many other forms in this world, We take birth in this world because of the desire. So if anyone desired that he will be a dog or an ant or the reptiles, no. Then how they became that? Because of the karma, because of the karma phala. They had so bad karma to fulfill that, to satisfy those type of things, they take birth in that type of low level births. But the human, different type of desires are there, like in the Chandi. So we read that the king Suratha, his desire was when the mother came, the Ma Durga, he told, I like to be the king again, a more powerful king. So that is the desire. So he became the king again. Another person, he was a son-in-law, but at the same time, as because the lady was not having any son, so naturally the husband of the daughter, he was looking after the whole thing. People used to call him the Raja. So that he was continuing, but he was not satisfied. Because the in-laws' property is not my property. Mathuranath Bishwas. Mathuranath Babu, he was the Jamindar, very powerful, people used to accept him, but within his own mind the desire was, this is not my own property. I should have my own. This is in-laws' property. So when he served the Sri Ramakrishna, his only desire to become a big king afterwards, in the next birth, in the next life, or maybe in that life itself. So after his death, Sri Ramakrishna told he will be a king somewhere in this Bharatvarsha. So somewhere in this country he will be a king. But his wife, who was the daughter of Rani Rashmani, she was actually the owner of the whole property. She was praying to Mother all the time, I don't need all this, I want mukti. And her desire was to go to the heaven and fanning the divine Mother Durga. She was thinking that if I die and I will go to heaven and I will do the fanning and other Sheba of Goddess Durga. After her passing away, Sri Ramakrishna told she is there by the side of the Mother Durga, even fulfilling her own wishes. So the two types of desire, one to go to God and another to go to the world. So desires is there. The desire is the main, and it goes on in this way. And where from the desire come? Savitri, Satyavan Savitri. The Savitri says, Dharmat, Arthascha Kamascha. When the Yama came and told, why you are doing like this? But you know, my kama, my desire to get my husband is dharma. Because as a wife, I want to see my husband living, surviving. So whatever I am doing, the penance that I am doing is dharma. So where from the kama came? Then she told, not only kama, artha and kama all are coming from dharma. So he said, dharmad arthascha kamascha. From dharma came the artha and kama. One thing is wonderful in this, we can say, Chaitanya Charitamrit. That is the life biography of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And there the Chaitanya Dev said, his Bengali was a little different. Atmendriya priti ichha tare kay kam. Krishnendriya priti ichha dhare prem nam. Atma indriya priti ichha, the desire to satisfy my own self, is called kama. But Krishna indriya priti ichha dhare prem nam. But if you do anything for the satisfaction of God, that is called prema. So when I was reading this, I was asking myself, so I am having so much of karma. I want money to maintain the ashrama, I want money to maintain our Ganges is having problem every day. So many, so this is all karma. Then I got this answer in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, as because you are doing it for the satisfaction of the God, without any attachment, because in Gita also you find that without any attachment, this is not karma, this is prema. So this is a wonderful way it's said, and we find over here in the Bhagavad Gita, Kama esha, Krodha esha, Rajoguna samudbhava, Mahashana Mahapatma, Viddinna ihabairinam. Now the problem is two. If your mind is going towards the worldly thing, no problem for the karma. But if your mind wants to go towards God, then the problem is the karma. If you are having the weight, you can come down on the earth. But if you are having the weight, you cannot fly up. That is the problem. The karma is just like that. That is the desire. So in the Bhagavad Gita, it very clearly said, if you want to realize God, if you want to achieve the goal in spiritual life, then karma is the main enemy. And along with the karma comes the krodha, anger. Kama esha, krodha esha. Wherefrom it comes the rajoguna samudbhava. And rajogun is the active, desire, desire, desire. And again in the Bhagavad Gita it says, Dharma viruddha bhuteshu kamoshmi bharatarshava. O Arjuna, I entered into the mind, into the thought of those people who are against religion, against righteousness. How I enter? Kama. The karma is also the same God, same power of God, and that power sometimes comes as a mukti and sometimes comes as a karma to bind more and more. We know that story in the Mahabharata. The Krishna and Arjuna went to a rich man's house and they fed them and all that. After coming out, the Krishna told, I bless you, you get more and more of your wealth and property. Then in the afternoon, they went to a elderly lady. She was not having anything except a cow. She used to sell the milk and that was her earning. Krishna, she also did lot of things for the Krishna and served him. After coming out, then Krishna blessed, let your cow die. And Arjuna was finding, what is it? That man was having so much and you blessed that let it be more. This lady was having only the cow to survive. And what is this blessing that you are asking the cow to die so that she won't have anything? Krishna told, that is the way. She is having only the cow and that is, she cannot give 100% mind to me. Now she will give the 100% mind to me. She is a devotee. She is already advanced. She is going to get the liberation. Only because of little thing that was binding her, I just removed that. But that man is having lot many desires. It will take long time for them. So let it continue, no problem. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna also, you find when some people are coming with full of desire and naturally that ahamkara, that is also there, the ego. They come and talk to Sri Ramakrishna. He is not at all feeling happy with talking with them. And when they go away, he always used to ask the people to sprinkle Ganga water, Ganges water on that particular place. Because tremendous desire, that is like Ashura. The Ajnana, the ignorance, the darkness, that is Ashura. So he said, you should not be there. He never liked them. When they wanted to talk to him, he said, no, see, I am tired, I cannot. You better go and see beautiful lights and flowers and these and that, go and see. But when a person is coming, he could feel that he has already developed in spiritually, he used to feel joy to talk to them, and hours together he used to talk to them. So what the God needs, that's a different thing, but as because we are discussing about the karma, the moment we uttered the word karma is mostly meant for the worldly desires. And we find over here that dharmad arthascha kamascha, dharma, artha and kama, their hetu is dharma, Savitri told. And here we find again satatam yascha kamarthi netara anutishtati mitrani tasya nashyanti dharmad artha bhayancha hiyate. In the Mahabharata, it says, if you are not trying to achieve dharma and artha, then you won't get the karma, your satisfaction. All your friends will also desert you. So karma, that also you should fulfill properly. Dharma, artha and kama, they are related. And when this dharma, my dharma as a householder to maintain the family. And to maintain the family, I have to earn money. And after earning the money, I have to satisfy, fulfill the desires. These are all step by step. If you don't do that, then your friends will also desert you. They will never keep any touch with you, because this man is not earning anything and all the time looking at us and we are supporting his family. How long we can do that? We were reading that the artha in the previous class. It said it is like a death. Daridra. Daridra and Mrityu are the same. It is like a dead. So you don't have anything. So here again it says dharma and artha, that you must earn. One person came to Sri Ramakrishna and he was living with him. Early morning he is getting up, sitting in meditation. Whatever Sri Ramakrishna was doing, he was also practicing. After a few days, he said, I noticed that you were living here for some days. Whether you are having a family or not? Yes, sir, I am having a family. You are having the children here? Yes, sir, I have. So who are going to feed them? Oh, that somebody will do. I am going to realize God with your help. Then he said, go away from here. Because already you have taken the responsibility of the samsara, and that is your dharma. You have to go practice that dharma. So when we were discussing about the dharma, we discussed that. So we should not mix up. The dharma and artha and kama, step by step is going, and kama has been given a great and a standard as a purushartha. But this kama, they said, if you are only having the desire to get these worldly things, without for the sake of the dharma, then it will take you down and down. But you are having responsibility, which is your dharma, like the dharma of the Arjuna. Sri Krishna, the God, he is telling, go and kill. And Arjuna is telling, no, it is not good. Killing is not good. So these are all emotional words. Oh, no, I won't kill and all this. No. Your dharma as a Kshatriya, to fight, and you should fight. And that either you are killed or you will be killing. That is your dharma that you should practice. That is the teachings of the Krishna, Bhagavan. Here also it says, Satatam yascha kamarthi netara avatishtati mitrani tasya nashyanti. Nashyanti is they desert, they are lost. Mitrani, mitra means the bandhu, the friends. And all these relatives and friends, they will leave them if they are not doing it. Arthamichanti kamarthi na kamad annamicchati nahi kamena kamanya sadhyate phalamevatat. If the kamarthi, only desire is there, and terrible desire for the money, for the wealth. Money, it doesn't, that artha, and the definition of artha is many things. Even the desire to get the name and fame is also artha. So we have to remember that the definitions of dharma, artha and this, then only we will understand the kama. Arthamichanti kamarthi. That person who is having the full desire to get this artha means all these things, that is worldly fulfillment, and he doesn't want anything but that. So his kama, his desire cannot take him to satisfaction. So many of the people are there, they're householders, millions and millions of them. They are performing their household duties in so wonderful way. At the fag end of their life, they are fully satisfied. I have performed my duty. There one couple came, they don't belong to Ramakrishna ideology, but they are very happy because we have fulfilled our desire. We have done all our duties. Now we are very happy. I was really wondering the way they were talking and behaving, completely free in this worldly life. They are having the house, they are having everything, totally unattached. And this whole time is coming for us, so we are slowly withdrawing the mind, so that one day we have to say goodbye to this world. So why should we have all this? So slowly, this type of people are also there in this world. How many monks will be able to do that? So it is not the place where you are living. It is the thoughts that you are thinking. That is important. What food you are eating, what clothing you are wearing, where you are living, who are the people around you, it doesn't matter at all. It is the mind, and mind is nothing but the thought. So if the thought is like that, then you are completely free. Then we come to that Yudhishthira, he was asking 4 questions to, the whole Mahabharata is like this. He is asking 4 questions to our Bhishma, Pitamaha. And there are so many other answers are there. I will only read these. Third one. First and second is a different the answer. And third, dharma mula sadaiva artha, kama artha phalam uchyate, sankalpa mulaste sarve, sankalpa vishayatmaka. Now he is concluding. The Bhishma, he is telling, see that everything is there, but all is coming up because of the sankalpa. Sankalpa means the desire. Because you are having the desire, all these things are coming. You may be a Dharmaputra, but a desire to become a king is there, latent within you, Yudhishthira. And that is the reason constantly you are thinking that I have to be like this. That desire is forcing you to perform all these things. Arjuna, when he said that I am not going to fight, then Krishna told, why then you took all this preparation? That means desire was there. Bhima, we will find afterwards, he is very clear. No ambiguity. He said, no, karma is the main thing for me. Bhima said. Then we'll come to that Yudhishthira is asking the question to all the brothers, which is the main thing of dharma, artha, kama and moksha. Then they will be giving the answer. Here, when Yudhishthira was asking the question to Bhishma, then Pitamaha said, you see, for the higher life, dharmanusthana. Higher life, without that, you cannot go for other things. Unless and until you are having food, clothing, and a place to live, and all the people around you are friendly, how can you think about God? Think of the place in the Middle East now. Every day when the bombardment will They are not in war. They are not fighting. But still the ordinary people are suffering every time. This moment I am having the whole family, next moment because of the bomb, we are all gone. So when he will think about God? And when they are coming to the refugee camp, life is so hard over there, when they will think about God? Only we can think about God when we are that way fulfilled. So Upanishad, we find a person, he is coming and asking question about the religion. When he is worldly, all satisfactions are fulfilled. So he is coming and asking. Here also it says, see the Vaishayik Labha, the Vishaya Labha, because of that, Dharmanushthan, and for that you need the Artha. The first thing that I am going to be someone in this society, so you need the money. So that money will go on giving you other satisfactions, again other desires. When we were kids, we used to dream to get a bicycle. And the bicycle means a great thing that we have got. And when you grow up, bicycle is for the kids or the young people. Now we need a motorbike, and then a car, and then better car and better car and better car. And many people, they know, the moment the car is passing, oh, this is very costly, 40,000, that is 50,000, like that, they can understand. So they all know what is what. Only, of course, for me, the poor fellow, I can't understand that, but I can understand this is a good car and bad car, because after sitting, if it is jumping and all the sound and there is no AC, I can understand it is a bad car. So otherwise, there is no problem. So we are moving. So here, kama, the desire if you have, then the problem comes, then to fulfill the artha. And the artha, then in the Bhagavad Gita afterwards will come. But here in this, again in the Mahabharata it says, very important thing, if you are a householder, you should have a very good wife. Is mentioning over here, Yudhishthira is giving the answer to the Yaksha. And here he is telling, Yada dharmascha bharyacha, if the bharya, the wife, is practicing dharma, is a righteous lady, practice the dharma properly, you get dharma. As a human being, as a man, you are maintaining the wife, you are taking care of the wife, and wife is practicing the religion, you are also getting that result. Bharyacha parashpara vashanugau. Then he asked, how it is possible, dharma and kama, they are completely two different, light and darkness. The Yaksha asking the Yudhishthira, how they can come together? Then the Yudhishthira told, if the bharya, if the wife is practicing, tada dharmartha kamanam trayanam apisangama. So all the three can be together if the family is very good. Dharma, artha and kama. But first the kama, then comes the artha, and then the dharma. But if the homemaker, they call now, if they are really making the home properly, then everything is practiced. The mothers in the house, they will be asking that the children, you have to come back before the dark, you have to come back. You have to sit for meditation at least for some time. Together we will pray. Then you can go and study. And all these things, it goes on as a routine. Kama is there, desire is there, that's why the samsara. Artha is there to maintain. But dharma is giving a wonderful shape. Each and every one is understanding everyone and feeling for the others. All these good qualities are also generating because of this. And dharma, artha and kama, this, they say, lobha is there. If the lobha is there, Kama is desire. What is the lobha then? Greed. Unsatisfied. Whatever I find, no, again, then again, and that is called greed, the lobha. Now, Yudhishthira asking question to Vidura. Can you please explain this dharma, artha and kama of these three? Moksha, nobody is asking any question. That is final. And we will come to that afterwards. Moksha is final. But of these three, which one is really good? Vidura, Dharma Rajan. Vidura immediately, Vidura's answer is, O Rajan, O king, Dharma is the main. Of these three, if you are asking, then Dharma is the Dharma Rajan Guna Sreshto. The guna of all these qualities that you see, Dharma is the highest, Guna Sreshto. Madhyama hi artha uchyate. Again, the medium, we can say middle one is the artha. Kama yaviyana iti cha prabadanti mahishinaha. Yaviyan means this is the base at the lowest. But dharma, O Rajan, O king, sreshta guna, Vidura said. This is the sreshta guna. Arjuna, he went on talking about the artha. Arjuna said, you see, if the artha is not there, then nothing is there. We must have the money, otherwise impossible. Karma bhumi riyam rajan iha bharta prashasate. Arthasya, without artha, dharma kama vritti srutihi. In the Sruti also it says, artha is the main. Without that, a human being cannot survive. So I must say, Arjuna actually went out and he got lot of wealth. So Dhananjaya, his name became the Dhananjaya. Jaya, he conquered Dhana, the wealth, on behalf of the king Yudhishthira, to Dhananjaya. He is telling, see, in this life, dharma, artha, kama, if you are asking me, artha is the main. If the artha is there, your kama is also fulfilled, you can also perform dharma. There is no problem. Vidura, without hesitation, said, Vidura is a poor man. But he said, no, it is the dharma. Arjuna said, no, artha. Without artha, nothing can be achieved. And Nakula Sahadeva, they said again, Dharmam samacharit purvam, tato artha dharma sangyutam. First is the dharma. This is the responsibility. And to fulfill that responsibility comes the artha. So it is naturally secondary. Tato kamam charit paschat. Then finally it comes the desire to achieve something in the worldly life. Siddhanta sahi tatparam. These two brothers, they said, brother, I think the dharma is the first. Here the dharma, not Vidura's dharma, here the dharma means responsibility. If the dharma, that means my responsibility is there, that is the first thing. If you are asking me to maintain this plot of land, this temple and all that, that is the first thing. And to maintain that, I need the artha. And then comes the planning, oh, I have to perform these and that, kama. So their answer is this. Vidura's dharma is a supreme religion and there should not be any attachment with anything, etc. Arjuna said, otherwise you cannot do anything. So the artha is the first. These two brothers, they said, no, because the responsibility is the main. So it is the dharma. Here the word used dharma, responsibility. And because of that, all this. Now a person, when he is not responsible to maintain these, he is not having anything. So you won't go for, but the president of this or the head of the institution, it is his responsibility to earn money and to satisfy all the needs. So that is a Nakula Sahadeva. when the question was asked to Bhima, he said, Na kama kamayartam, na kama dharmam ichchati, na kama kamaya asti, tasmat kama vishishyate. And all these things come from the kama, the desire. What dharma? It is also kama. What is artha? It is also kama. Why don't you understand these? From the desire everything comes. The desire is the base. So, vishishyate, the desire is the highest, according to Bhima. And Bhima again, he gave the argument, dharmartha kama samameva sebhya yohi eka bhakta sa naro yaganya. That man is useless, jaganya, if he is performing only one. So, what is this? So, obviously, it is the kama, it is the desire that takes me to the artha, to arni. And then we are performing dharma. What dharma you can perform? Without food? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he was practicing austerity. Then one day he threw the mud and this also coin in the water. He said both are same. Taka mati, mati taka. So he threw and said, Ma, don't give me these two things. Then afterwards he told, I was thinking I have given up the Lakshmi, then who will feed me? Then I had to again go to the mother and said, Mother, who will take care of my food? So anyway, that was taken care, but Bhima, in one way, he is correct. So everyone is giving his views, see, and all are correct from their different viewpoints. Now comes the conclusion by the Yudhishthira. Hearing all those answers quietly, with a poised mind, Yudhishthira said, of these three varga, only the fourth one, this three of the three, only the fourth one is the best. Yobai na pape nirato na punya, nartho na dharme manujo na kame, vimukta dosha sama lustra kanchana, the stone and the gold are the same. Vimuchyate dukkha sukha siddhe. And he goes beyond sukha and dukkha. That is the highest. So that is the highest condition of the human soul. See, if you have the desire, then you have to earn money. If you have money, again you have to. So sometimes people give the pranami from this temple also gives me, that is my monthly income, $100. So, so immediately thought comes, oh, this money I will send to that girl and this older man. Bangladesh, some of the Swamis, they have written to me, now you are in America, must be having lot of dollar, why don't you help us? So I told, that doesn't mean in America you will get lot of dollar, but anyway I'll try. The Bangladesh condition is very poor, the Swamis are very hard working. And so this is going on. The moment the money comes, the desire, maybe the desire is not for myself, the selfish, but desire is there. So the desire, then the artha, and then comes the dharma. Dharma means I am thinking, oh, my brother, he is there in Bangladesh in a very challenging condition, and so let me help them. But Yudhishthira said, that is also dukkha and sukha is there. If you go beyond the dukkha and sukha, that is called the highest. So he said, yobai pape nirate na punya. Papa and punya, this is the narthe na dharme manusho na kame. And now arthe, na dharme, na kame, vimukta doshaha. He is free from all this strain, and for him, sama loshta kanchana. Just now I was mentioning about Sri Ramakrishna. For him it is all the same. And he goes vimuchyate dukkha sukhartha siddhe. He goes beyond these. All this comes from where? Bhagavad Gita, in the 6th chapter, it gives one after another in a wonderful way the analysis, psychological analysis. It says, highest is the mukti. But where from the problem comes? Dhyato vishayan pumsa. When you are thinking about some object, vishaya, pumsa, the human being, when they are thinking about something, sangha pumsa, sangasteshu upajayate, then they get that. Sangat sanjayate kama. And from that comes the desire. From that sangha comes the desire. Kamat krodha vijayate. So our Brahma Rupanandaji must have explained it again and again. So this is the basis, and going on. In the Mahabharata also it says that the abritam jnanameti, that is in the Bhagavad Gita, jnanino nitya vairina. Those who wants to get the liberation, for them, their only foe, enemy is the desire. And in the Mahabharata it says, Najatu kamo kamanam upubhoge na shammati havisha krishna bharteva bhuya eva avivardate. It goes on, Yajati, the king, after experiencing all this, he gave this statement. Constantly through the ages, people are quoting and getting the idea and the inspiration. By performing the karma, you cannot satisfy karma. By having one, another will come, another will come. It goes on like when you are pouring the ghee into the fire, as it goes on and on. To douse, to make it off, you cannot pour ghee. It will go on increasing. So similarly, through the desire, oh, let me complete this thing, then I will be free. It is impossible. Shukadev said also about the Brahmanas. But finally, we will conclude this. Sri Krishna said to Yudhishthira, and he said before the Ashwamedha Yajna. Ashwamedha Yajna is the highest desire. And you are letting out a horse, and your soldiers are following, and wherever the horse goes, and all the kingdom are yours, or otherwise there will be an war, the fight. So you are controlling. So they will be, not that they are uprooting them, administration will be the same, but they will be your subordinate. That was the system in those days. So whoever is to think that I am powerful, they used to try in that way. So this Ashwamedha Yajna, so he is going to be the supreme king. Krishna told Yudhishthira, and he was giving a lot of advices in different topics. In one place he said, which has been named as Kama Gita. Kama Gita, about the desire, Krishna he sang, and Kama Gita Gatha. And here he said, see, I am here by your side, but don't think I am so easily available. There he disclosed to Yudhishthira that I am the God. You cannot get me in that way. And the people who are doing different type of things, they will never get me. And even those who are practicing japa regularly, I give them ego. I am a holy person. The holier than thou attitude comes. Don't come over here, don't touch me, don't do this, don't do that. That comes, and that is me. So that he cannot touch me, he cannot come to me, he cannot conquer me. But Krishna here, he has used the word, he cannot kill me. The word has been used over here that if we translate, you cannot kill me, he cannot kill me, that cannot kill me, because I am beyond all these. Even those who are trying to realize me by practicing japa and other religious practices, I give ego into them. And naturally they will say, oh, I am holier than thou, go away, like that. Again they go back in a different way. And the Kama Gita Kirtanam, then finally he is telling, but I like you, Yudhishthira. Oh Maharaj, now he is telling not only the king, but the supreme king, Maharaj, by practicing two, not me, that nirmamatya and yogatya. Yogatya means constant union with God. These are the two things by which you can kill me. That means you can achieve me. You can realize me. Nirmamatya means egoless. When there is no ego, how can I say it belongs to me? Because the me is absent completely. We have seen this literally in the person of Sri Ramakrishna. He never could say I. Never could say I. He only used to say this. So that means this body is different than me. I am only wearing these clothes, the body, that's all. So that nirmamata, no concept of I there, and then yoga. Yoga means constantly union with the God. So this is the conclusion. And then what will happen? Moksha. So we'll have to read the moksha with new vigor and energy from 2017. So later they have the conclusion of all these four. Our goal should be moksha. In the Upanishad it says, iha ched abedit atasatyamasti, na ched iha abedit mahati vinasti. We have got the human birth, human body. We have got the desire to realize God. That is also very, very important. And we have got the guidance also. Most of us, we have the gurus, they're guiding us. So that guidance is also there. These three things, according to Shankara, is very, very difficult to achieve. We do not know in the next birth whether we will have it or not. So let us try to realize God in this very life. And Sri Ramakrishna also said that this human birth is really precious. Don't waste it. Each human should try to realize God here and now. And then he said, I am promising there is God. Only you call him, you will realize him. And Sri Ramakrishna gave the name Mother. He said, just call Mother, Mother will be there. Anyone calling the Mother, Mother will be there, no discrimination. Even if you cannot call properly as Mother, and whatever way you call, she will understand, she will come to you. Only thing, the desire, only desire that will be in the mind, I want to realize God. I do not know how the God is, how to realize, but my strong desire to realize God in this life. So Krishna said in the Kama Gita that the one portion of the Mahabharata, the last advice to Yudhishthira, only two things that you have to practice: egolessness and nirmamatya. The word he has used, nirmamatya, na mama iti. That is egolessness. Na mama iti. And then second is, each and every moment you have to keep your mind at the feet of God. Ma Sharadamani Devi, she said in her own simple way, what is tapasya? Some monks are coming and complaining to Mother. Mother, in this, because we are in this organization, they gave me this work, that work. I want to do the tapasya, but I am not getting time. The organization is not allowing me to go and do the tapasya. So that was the complaint again. Then the mother told, what is tapasya, Baba? My son, what is tapasya? Somehow to keep the mind at the feet of God is tapasya. somehow to keep the mind at the feet of God. When we are singing bhajan, and if we can meditate on the words, the meaning of those words, that is tapasya. Only the tune, that is good, we like, not that. Meaning of those words, that is important. When we are working, when you are walking, when you are doing this, that, whatever, constantly taking the mind at the feet of God, that is called tapasya. Let us do that tapasya, and let us get that last goal and the final goal and the only goal, moksha. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. They say after the death, the people of the same thinking, they go and meet in different spheres. And then the people who are practicing religion, keeping one God before them, they say, I will go to Vishnu Loka. They are the devotees of Vishnu. So Krishna Loka, Vishnu Loka, this Loka, that means that sphere, because my mind, so I will go. We will meet in Moksha Loka.